No. Hmm. Hello. Oh, look at that. See. Oh, hello. Oh, there you go. Hello, friends. Hope you can hear me. Hmm. Maybe I have to switch over. See if I. Oh no, I can do this. Sorry, some technical difficulties. Hello, this is the creator of the content for Bob Dylan Songs for Fun. I don't post much here. I've been lazy about playing the guitar and singing. I think the last one I played was something like mm, uh, if today was not a is the na 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 hey, then I lie in my bed once again. Ah, no, it was something else. It's another song, but the song that I played to myself and recorded on my phone and then uploaded somewhere. Maybe I uploaded it mostly onto Facebook. Maybe I should load it up onto here on this channel, Buddhism for Happiness. Anyway, hmm. Oh yeah, I know. So the one that was humming was something like "Tomorrow is a long time," but the other one that I was thinking of kind of feels like that. But it's another pretty song. Can't can't remember it though. Uh, I guess I could look it up. I'm not sure how to look it up. Mhm. Let's see. Uh, well, anyway, I think I have it on my YouTube. No, on my Facebook channel. Hmm. Uh, hmm. so I'm just gonna. Hmm. Well, I titled this "Bob Dylan songs are fun to sing." Yeah. Yes. So and yeah, Bob Dylan's birthday was a week or so ago. I believe it was May 24th. He was born in 1941. Oh, somebody's calling. Okay. The reason why my video or I'm moving a lot is because I'm walking. I'm walking the dog. Oh boy. Um, Bam keeps calling me. Hmm. So yes, I appreciate Bob Dylan more and more, as many others do, more and more. And a movie came out called A Complete Unknown, and amazingly, I haven't seen it yet. Uh, I guess you could say it celebrates the hmm, interesting moments and the character and the characters surrounding this character of the young Bob Dylan starting off his amazing career. Uh, hmm, Up to when he records his I guess you could call him his greatest hit, the song Like a Rolling Stone. Yeah, a complete unknown. I guess that's one of the phrases in the lyrics, like a Rolling Stone. And so that was a pretty good title for the movie. A complete unknown, like a Rolling Stone. And Timothy Chalamet, from what I've seen from this, is a his, what's it called? His the trailers sounds like he's doing a good job of sounding somewhat like him, and sometimes playing sort of live in the movie some key songs, some key at some key events uh, during that time. I guess it would have to be considered from around 1961 to 1965, I guess. Maybe around that. Yeah, around that time. So he produced quite an amazing amount of incredible music for such a young guy. It's just outstanding. Even Bob Dylan himself is amazed by that. It's something that he can no longer do, although he does still do some good songs or has. And maybe not so easily, like you could say. I guess what he did was maybe it was kind of like a form of rap. He just said, okay, this could be a song in the style of this tune, and I'll keep writing out lyrics for it. Okay, okay, that's a good verse. Okay, let's continue that idea. Let's produce another verse along that line. Okay, yeah, that's a good one. And maybe he seemed to be humming as humming the lyrics as he's typing away. I don't know how he did it, but pretty amazing. Wish I could do that. Maybe I should try. I don't know. In my way, try to do that. I mean, I think I can write okay, and I think well today in this day and age, I'm able to write a lot because I'm on the phone a lot. So I write and then I can go over it and then fix it up. And then there's all these tools that help, like spelling and and they might fix grammatical errors, possible grammatical errors. And sometimes it actually introduces some errors. So you have to, oh, phooey. Like the one most common one is when you type in it's, it's like there goes, mm, or it's as in possessive, right? And not it is, because that's a tricky one. That's a gotcha. because there is it spelled ITS. That's showing possession, and then there's it spelled IT apostrophe S. That is a contraction of it is. So sometimes when I mean it possession, like it's hmm, no, I can't think of anything that would possess. It's I can't think of an it. It. Okay, there's a house and it has a roof, so that is its roof. I don't know, but that's not a good example. Well, that's good enough. I mean, the house, does the house possess a roof? I guess it does. And then again, and yet it doesn't. It just has a roof on top of it. I don't know. Does it, is it, is the house's roof, does it belong to the house? I guess it does because you can't really remove it. And well, maybe if you could remove it and then put it on another house, and you could say, no, that roof, that's that's its roof. It belongs to that house. I don't know. Uh, anyway, yeah. So yeah, one thing for sure is that Bob Dylan has made me think about the English language a little bit more than usual. I think a fan of Bob Dylan's music would have to appreciate the lyrics and therefore the use of the English language a bit, I would say. I don't know. There's something also about the way he sings and the melodies and his guitar. And uh, yes, it's based on a lot of he's he uh, he built his style or his way of singing and writing on a lot of greats, like you could say like Hank Williams, Buddy Holly. Oh, okay. Muy bien. Okay. Hmm. So where was I? Yes, I'm walking a dog, and the dog that I'm walking just decided to leave me a present, you could say. Uh, well, I'm gonna pick it up because don't want anybody to step on it. Hmm. So I'm gonna pick it up with a bag. What is it called? A dog poop bag, made from corn. Isn't that nice? That's actually amazing. Okay. I got my hand inside the dog bag. I hope it's impermeable enough. Permeable enough. Anyway, yeah, I discovered Bob Dylan. Who knows? Could have been when I was 12 or so, maybe earlier. I must have heard him off and on because I must have. I certainly remember hearing the likes of the Beatles. Mhm. uh, as far back as when we first got to the United States. And I remember someone turning on the TV and they having is a black and white. And there is Paul McCartney singing yesterday so nicely, and maybe Michelle. And then, and then we have Motown music, and and we have all kinds of rock and roll songs from the '60s on the air, and maybe some country music, and maybe now and then I must have heard a, a Bob Dylan song or two or three and didn't know who he was. So perhaps when by the time I was 13 or 14, I discovered there was a Bob Dylan, and then maybe we somehow the family had a Bob Dylan album or two, so I put them on, or maybe I checked it out of the library. I don't know because I had come back from Colombia, right, South America. I mean, we lived in Kentucky, but I was sent to Colombia for ended up being there a year and completing a school year in Colombia. Then after I got back from Colombia, I was enthusiastic about learning to play the guitar more and more. I learned how to play the acoustic guitar and figured out, wow, I could learn to pick up songs and maybe if not by playing it by ear, maybe I could find the chords to songs and try them out. And then maybe I decided to pick up books in the library, in the school library, maybe that that showed how to play the guitar, and many of them were, folk song methods, how to play the guitar and play and sing songs by the likes of Joan Baez and Bob Dylan and so forth. And so I must have picked a few, and it recommended that I listen to folk singers like Joan Baez and Bob Dylan. And and well, who else? I know who else. I just can't remember who else. Well, of course, Woody Guthrie, but others, uh, others like blues singers, maybe. Let's see, and others, and then hmm, maybe I learned that there's blues, and the blues along with country, a mixture of the two, uh, influenced those who would become known as rock singers, rock and roll singers. Hmm. Well, one of the big biggies was Elvis Presley, rockabilly, and well, that was the '50s. Hmm. Hmm. Anyway, you ain't nothing but a hound dog and Love Me Tender and Jailhouse Rock and what else? Yeah, yeah, there are all kinds of great styles going on, and singers and songwriting. Sometimes the songwriting chore was done by songwriter specialists and handed over to someone to do it. It had star potential, sex appeal, and things like that. So the songwriter was kept busy producing songs for the stars. And then there was this thing called the folk movement, folk music. Maybe it had a political activist ambition to it. There's the Hootenannies. There was Pete Seeger, and I guess you could say he was uh, following the the footsteps or the ideals of or along the same lines as Woody Guthrie. And yeah, Bob Dylan wanted to become a sort of a make a living doing rock, maybe inspired by Elvis Presley and Buddy Holly and others. And what's this? And black singers and huh. But then he got a hold of folk folk music, the folk music genre. You could um, learn this style and write, and maybe I could write a few songs. I have a few songs that I can do at the clubs in New York. So I guess he got busy writing a few songs, so maybe he could, I don't know, maybe he could get his songs published, and he'd have something to sing about other than what everyone else was singing. 'Cause maybe he figured out they could sing it better and play better guitar, but he figured he just was going to focus on the song itself, the lyrics. And so figured out maybe I could write some lyrics and have some material to sing. It's my own. I guess because maybe it's because folk music wasn't so well known, so they wouldn't know. Hmm. Hmm. Bajo, sí. Cierro, sí. Ajá. Ujú, ujú. Yeah. Mm. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Hmm.